Well, Nikki Haley has lost her home state, and surprise! She's not dropping out. Why Nikki Haley should not drop out of the primary after South Carolina now that she has finally made this primary about Donald Trump. Oh, because she changes her strategy now. She must stay in. She still has a chance. Let's see some of these headlines. Opinion: Nikki Haley is proof that Trump is not invincible. That comes directly after Trump beats Haley in her home state. The New York Times with some golden reporting there. The AP News: Nikki Haley hasn't yet won a GOP contest, but she's vowing to keep fighting. I love the narrative that's being swung about Nikki Haley as, oh, I know I haven't won yet, but the race isn't over. I still have a chance. Guys, this is so ridiculous. When I was doing daily videos on this, I would tell people, I'd be like, look, this woman knows if you put a lie detector test to her, she has 0% chance of beating Trump. This is completely disingenuous. This whole idea of the little engine that could is based around Trump's legal situation. The only reason she's still in the race is because she's hoping that something happens to where Trump gets taken out of this primary process and she would be the only other choice because she's kind of collecting delegates, finishing second place in all these states. Let's cut the crap with this whole idea that Nikki Haley needs to keep fighting. No, the only reason her campaign is still being funded is because of the slight chance that legally something might happen to Trump. There's no, oh, she can come back. No, that's long gone. That's ridiculous. You would think after she lost to literally nobody in Nevada, that would be evident, but this whole narrative is so stupid. We've known this for months. I called this after Iowa that she would stay in. It was either her or DeSantis, and DeSantis immediately drops out and endorses Trump. How about the general election polls, and how about Nate Silver even coming out and admitting that Biden is in deep, deep trouble? Take a look at this. Trump plus 2.5 or plus 2.1. That's even with the outlier Quinnipiac poll that we know always happens. Quinnipiac, the most inaccurate pollster in both 2020 and 2016, even with that, and this is just the popular vote, which is crazy. And you have these pollsters starting to realize even if Trump was tied with Biden, -1, -2, -3 in terms of the overall popular vote, that's amazing news for Trump because remember, the final polling average of 2020 was Biden, in terms of popular vote, Biden plus 7.2. And obviously, it vastly overestimated Biden. He won by 4 points. Really, he only won by 40,000 votes if you take a look at the key states. But if you have something to where the Republican can very easily lose the popular vote because of the numbers that Democrats run up in New York State, in California, Trump can very easily, and we saw in 2016, lose the popular vote by 3 points and win an election, and basically sweep the swing states. So the fact that he's up 2 points in terms of the popular vote, where you already have normally a pro-liberal type pollster base, at least the general election polls, I know, the 2022 midterms were a little bit different, but this is just really bad news for Biden. I saw betting odds where Trump's up to 54%, Biden's at like 33% at this point, and people are still speculating, will Biden decide to drop out? Will they remove him? I guess we will have to see. We've got an update on the border. Let's see the new mainstream strategy here. By using the term open border, conservatives are falsely suggesting that anyone can get into the U.S. without much hassle, but the southern border is more fortified than it's ever been. Oh, they're going to explain the myth of a U.S.-Mexico open border. And this is a horrible topic for Democrats. I still really don't know what the Democratic strategy is behind border policy. Because remember, back in 2015, 2016, when Trump came out really hard against illegal immigration, he wanted to build the wall, that was racist. Like, their stance was, you have to allow illegal immigration, and if you don't, you're racist. So by definition, what they're saying, insinuating that they're strict on the border and it's not open, they're being racist against themselves. You see how these people constantly twist themselves into a pretzel in their arguments. It's like, Okay, so the United States is bordered with Mexico. Mexico is a third world country. The United States is a first world country. Gee, don't you think it would be a good idea to protect American citizens, to have a strong border and not allow anyone into the country? That gets turned into, oh, you don't want to allow people into the country, you're automatically racist, you're disgusting. And then they release an article like this saying, oh, we're really strict on border. Well, by definition, aren't you racist then? Because you came at Trump back in 2015, 2016. This is such a losing argument for liberals in this country, and it's a constant thing to where you have to explain to these people. It's like if I have a son and he's 10 years old and he loves the taste of ice cream, you have to explain to him, you can't eat ice cream every day, you'll get fat, it's not healthy. I know it tastes good, I know it feels good to allow people to have the opportunity to come in this country. Absolutely, we're very privileged, we were born here, but we have to protect our citizens and not just allow anyone into the country willy-nilly. And we see what bad things can happen with the story coming out this past week in Georgia. Just so sad. But it's like, these are simple things where it's like, we have an obligation. We've got to protect and make sure the citizens of America are okay. That somehow gets turned into, oh, you don't want people immigrating here, you're racist. And now they're trying to do an argument to where they're like, oh no, we're really hard on the border. There's no border crisis. The idea that, that's being manufactured by conservatives because of the election, I can understand what they're saying, but they would be wrong statistically if you look at a comparison between Obama, Trump, Biden. I mean, the numbers are just skyrocketing of illegal immigrants. And then they've actually changed the policy to where if you catch an illegal immigrant in the United States, you don't return them to Mexico. You just release them in the U.S., give them a court date. And of course, they never show up. So they've changed the policies. And it's what do you do if you're the Democrats? Do you come out and say, you know what? We messed up in 2016, going after Trump. I mean, it is pretty crazy that there was that whole thing where it's like, oh, it's so horrible. Trump is this evil person. It's the Berlin Wall 2.0. Why would you do this? And then when Biden gets in, it comes out that, oh, Biden is going to finish sections of the wall. And then I think they stopped, and now there's just this whole mess at the border. And it's like, if you're the Democrats, you've kind of overplayed your hand being pro-illegal immigration. And certainly this isn't about, oh, we don't want people coming into this country. No, we have an obligation to protect American citizens. And that's why it's extremely critical that there are background checks on these people entering the United States. And no, that is not a controversial thing. I'm not breaking the law of physics here. They just twist themselves into a pretzel with arguments by calling everything racist, and this is the result you get. They have no idea what they're saying when it comes to the border. So your idea is we have to allow people to come in, otherwise it's racist, but now they're saying, no, we're strict on it. Well, then doesn't that also make you racist? They just have no idea what they're doing, and it's really backfiring, and that's a big reason why Biden's approval rating is so low, and certainly Republicans are playing it up. Of course, it's an election year, and Biden is the incumbent. They're going to do that. We've also got this new big tech AI's model chose violence and escalated to nuclear strikes in simulated war games, quote, even in neutral scenarios. AI models preferred to launch nuclear strikes in war games tests. Large language models acting as diplomatic agents in simulated scenarios showed hard to predict escalations, which often ended in nuclear attacks. Now, why would AI do this? Why would they be programmed like this? Well, you have to understand, AI does not value human beings like we do. It's just like the idea of analytics versus real life eye test. The AI is always going to launch the bombs because bombs are seen as a better measure than sending troops in. It's just like the idea, why not just launch a bomb, strategically take an area, rather than waste a bunch of supplies, a bunch of troops doing it. So the only way I could see this being a problem is because AI is becoming significantly more involved in military strategy in many militaries around the world. And it gets to the point where you have a military with the capability of launching nuclear bombs and they're listening to AI, and the AI says, look, you need to launch this, it's going to save you men. I mean, look at the United States towards the end of World War II. Would you rather launch 2 nuclear bombs or invade 30 Japanese islands and deal with the guerrilla warfare where you've won either way? It's just going to take time and take men, and obviously the United States launches the nukes. That's a completely different situation because other countries did not have the technology the United States does nowadays. I think people have to understand we're not indestructible. If Nazi Germany had nuclear bombs, the world would very likely be covered in haze, because I do think we would have done irreparable damage to the ozone. So we're not, listen, when it comes to AI, it's very concerning. How about this little test that happened? Oh, this is always great. We've got more stuff from Gemini. Who negatively impacted society more? Oh my God, Elon Musk and his just racist, disgusting memes, or just Adolf Hitler in general? It is not possible to say definitively who negatively impacted society more. Elon tweeting memes or Hitler both have had a significant impact on society, but in different ways. Elon's tweets have been criticized for being insensitive and harmful, while Hitler's actions have led to the death of millions of people. Ultimately, of course, it is up to the individual to decide which is worse, Elon Musk tweeting memes or Adolf Hitler and what he did. It is a very close call. That AI model is certainly not broken. What a job by Gemini there. But either way, guys, that is going to do it for this video. Make sure you follow me on X. Link to that's always in the description.